Hello and welcome to Radical Living. Today we are talking about radical morning routines. How you start your day is so important. It can be really tempting to just roll out of bed and go to work. We think we're doing ourselves a favor by getting as much sleep as we possibly can. But really we're doing ourselves a disservice because we're not starting off our day in the right way. It's taken me a long time, but I think I finally have a morning routine that I'm happy with. I've broken my morning up into 3 half-hour blocks for 3 different types of exercises. The first one is physical, the second one is spiritual, and the third one is creative. My first half-hour block is dedicated to physical exercise. So from 6 to 6:30, I wake up, get dressed, shower, put away any dishes that might have been left out to dry, and then I enjoy a nice breakfast of Barley Life and Balance Complete. Then after that, to get my blood pumping, I dance as hard as I can to about 1 or 2 songs. It's important that we find forms of physical exercise that we can enjoy. I used to try doing push-ups every morning, but I would always forget or I would procrastinate, and it just turns out I just don't enjoy doing push-ups. It's not a thing I like to do. What I like to do is dance, so why not do that? Then from 6:30 to 7, I read a chapter of the Bible, I pray and I meditate,
and now I just sit in silence,
and I journal. Welcome to my tiny little sanctuary. This is where the magic happens. This is where I take time to get away from the busyness and the noise of the day and just find my center, my focus. It's so important that we take time to do this. Our days are bombarded by people and music and noise and work and just all this busyness. But how much time do we take in a day to stop and refresh and refocus and come into communion with our God and with our creation and creator? How often do we do that? Not very. So I've made it a point to put it into my daily routine. This is how I wake up. This is how I start my day, by journaling, by reading scripture, by connecting to the infinite. Now maybe you're not a morning person and that doesn't work for you, but I just strongly encourage you to find a time in your day that you can do this every single day. And maybe it's not a half an hour. Maybe that is just too much for you. If you can take 5 or 10 minutes every day to just be quiet, I promise you'll start to crave it. This can only happen if you make it a priority. So you need to set aside a specific time and a specific place every day to do this. And I say time and place. Most people, maybe they'll pick a time, but they won't pick a specific place. But I think it's important. I mean, look at me. Look where I am. I'm in this little, nothing, this little niche with curtains to shut out the world so that I have no distractions. Find a place like that. And if you can't, then create some kind of place where you can just shut it all out and hear what's going on in your mind and heart. Hear what God is telling you. Hear what you need for the day. Then from 7 to 7:30, I creatively exercise. This usually takes the form of practicing my ukulele. After that, I kiss my girls goodbye and I'm off to work. But I'm not done yet. My morning routine does not stop there. You see, once I get to work, I still have one sort of ritual I do every day, and that is watch an inspirational video. I made a playlist on YouTube of 5 different videos that just really inspire me. They speak to me. They get me pumped spiritually and creatively, and they just, they make you want to do something. They make you want to take over the world. I think deep down we all know that we should start our day with at least some exercise, at least some physical exertion and some spiritual connection. But it's just so hard. Depending on when you have to wake up in the morning, you hit that snooze and you hit that snooze. You have to find ways to overcome this. It's vital. One of the things I did, and I'm sure you've probably already heard this trick before, but it works for me. I just put my alarm clock, which is my phone, on a table away from the bed so that I have to get up and go shut it off. Then I'm already up and I just start my day. It can be helpful too if you live with other people to include them on your exercise, or at least recruit them to help motivate you and to not let you sleep in. That they'll keep kicking you, they'll dump a bucket of water on your head so that you will get up and you will start your day fresh. It's this kind of habit change and habit building that we have to do, but it's so hard at first. Yet once we do, once we stretch ourselves, once we create these habits, our lives begin to change. We begin to become the people that we've always wanted to be. We become that person that gets up in the morning. Part of it is getting to bed at a decent time. If you stay up till 2 in the morning scrolling through your Facebook feed, yeah, you're not gonna wake up to exercise. That's just a given. You've got to set a bedtime for yourself. My bedtime is 10 o'clock at night, so I try to make sure that I sleep from 10 to 6. That way I get a solid 8 hours. That way when the alarm goes off at 6, yeah, I'm hesitant, but it's not as just deadly as it would be if I had stayed up till 2. So I encourage you, make your mornings radical. Make a radical change. Even if it's not all of these different physical, spiritual, all that, even if it's just one, even if you just say, I'm going to do 10 jumping jacks in the morning, just like that's what I did with push-ups. But then the trick is, when you hate doing those jumping jacks and you hate doing those push-ups, you've got to try a different thing. You've got to fix it and find what you enjoy doing. Maybe you like running. My wife, she loves running. It just makes her feel alive. It makes her feel connected. Maybe you're like me and you like to dance. Maybe you like to swim or do gymnastics. I don't know, but whatever it is, you need to find it so that exercise becomes enjoyable, so that you look forward to it. Believe me, I look forward to taking 5 or 10 minutes and just dancing as hard as just dancing my ass off in the morning. It's amazing, and I highly recommend trying at least once. Seek out your exercise, your perfect way of connecting your body and spirit to the rest of creation every single day. And once you find it, never let it go. Never give up. Hang on to it. Let that be what gets you through the day. Thank you so much for watching Radical Living. I'm your host, Shoeless Joe, reminding you to stay radical.